Yesterday, U.S. Customs and Border Protection released its operational statistics for October. And while there was an overall decrease in migrant arrests along the southwest border, the Border Patrol's Tucson sector saw the largest number of migrant arrests anywhere in the country for the fourth month in a row. Back in July, agents in the Border Patrol's Tucson sector apprehended more than 39,000 unauthorized migrants, the highest number the sector had seen in 15 years. In August, Border Patrol had almost 49,000 migrant encounters. September brought 51,000 migrant arrests occurring during the month of September in the Border Patrol's Tucson sector. And then October said to September, here, hold my beer, and 55,224 migrant arrests occurred in the Tucson sector. By the way, that's a 140% increase over October of last year. Earlier this morning, Jamie and I talked with Sheriff Mark Daniels of Cochise County, which is located in the Border Patrol Tucson sector. And we asked him, why are so many people crossing the border in Arizona?
There's no consequences.
Yeah, not only are there no consequences if you're caught illegally entering the U.S., you usually receive a prize when you're caught by Border Patrol. You win a notice to appear. While in order to appear in court doesn't sound like much of a prize, so many people are crossing the border right now, there's a very good chance you won't be ordered to appear until, and I'm not kidding here, sometime in the 2030s. So it becomes your ticket to build a life in the U.S., which builds a huge barrier to actually showing up in court 10 years from now. Not good for the people who are fleeing terrible economic or even warlike situations in their home countries. And when you factor in that they often have to engage with narco-terrorist organizations to get smuggled into the U.S., it's no wonder that the tragedies keep piling up for migrants and U.S. citizens. It's why Sheriff Daniels says if the Biden administration doesn't start acting like we have a border, things will just get worse.
When you don't engage in it and you won't acknowledge border security, we're going to continue to have the tragedies that we see in and out every day.
Now, in Washington, Senator Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona addressed border funding in a Senate Appropriations Committee hearing and mentioned a portion of Cochise County yesterday.
In Bisbee, a town of about 5,000 people without bus service to either Tucson or Phoenix, local leaders turned the council chambers into an emergency shelter.
I know she can't be, but I still asked Sheriff Daniels if he could have a fairy godmother in Washington. What would he ask her for?
I would ask very simply, and I've been asking this too, is we need the White House, we need Congress to quit playing the blame game, and let's fix this. Let's secure this border, and let's have deep discussions on comprehensive immigration reform.
Yeah, if that sounds like a fairy tale and something that, you know, only an idiot would suggest about what's going on in Washington, I would encourage you to take a look into what happened yesterday when you have senators challenging labor leaders to fights.
You know where to find me. Any place, anytime.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on. Oh, stop it.
All right. Real grown-up guys. Can we turn our attention to fighting what's going on the border instead of each other?